Formula One fans, get ready for another round of excitement and twists in the world of speed. The paddock is buzzing with news that will shake up the grid. Lewis Hamilton is bidding farewell to Mercedes, but is Ferrari ready to welcome him? The Italian team is facing its own challenges, but Charles Leclerc keeps the faith. And speaking of challenges, what about the penalty hanging over the head of current champion Max Verstappen? But wait, there's more. Red Bull is in a tight spot with Sergio Perez, and the rumors about his replacement keep growing. And to top it off, let's dive into the crisis-rocking Aston Martin. You won't want to miss a single detail of these explosive stories. So fasten your seatbelts and stay tuned until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the Formula One updates. Let's go. Guys, let's talk about the man of the moment, Lewis Hamilton. The 7-time champion is about to turn the page in his career, swapping Mercedes silver for Ferrari red. But hold on, this transition isn't as simple as it seems. Hamilton admitted that he will gradually be excluded from Mercedes' development meetings. Just imagine, the guy who helped build the team's success over the years now has to stay out. It's like you're about to change jobs and your boss starts leaving you out of important meetings. Kind of annoying, right? But look, Lewis is taking it in stride. He understands that this is how the game works in F1. After all, no one wants Mercedes' secrets to leak to Ferrari, right? Hamilton himself said that nothing he learns this year will impact next season. He's playing it fair, folks. It's like that awkward moment at work when everyone knows you're leaving. But let's be honest, Hamilton's situation is a bit different, right? We're talking about a driver who made history with Mercedes. Will he be able to repeat his success with Ferrari, and how will Mercedes manage without him? Lots of questions, folks, and the 2025 season seems so far away. And speaking of Ferrari, let's take a look at what's happening with the Italian team. It seems not everything is rosy and Maranello, but Charles Leclerc is keeping the faith, folks. The 2024 season started off on the right foot for Ferrari, with wins in Australia and Monaco. But then, boom, the team dropped in the rankings faster than a stone in a lake. McLaren and Mercedes improved, leaving the red team in the dust. But hold on, Leclerc isn't throwing in the towel. The Monegasque is super confident that Ferrari can get back to fighting for wins soon. According to him, it's just about solving a few issues here and there, optimizing the current package, and bam, they're back in the game. And look at that optimism, folks. Leclerc believes the current car has all the necessary potential. He said the team is only 2 or 3 tenths behind the leading teams. In F1, that's like being glued to the bumper of the car in front. Ferrari isn't sitting around doing nothing. They conducted some different tests at Silverstone to better understand where they're going wrong. It's like when you don't understand the subject and keep doing exercise after exercise until you get it. Leclerc is confident that once the issues are resolved, Ferrari will come back strong. Is he right? Or is it just that fan hope? We'll have to wait and see. So folks, enjoying the news? Give it a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss any details of the upcoming races. Now, let's talk about the man everyone loves to hate, Max Verstappen. The current champion is about to face a little problem that could shake up the championship, folks. It seems that Max will have to deal with a grid penalty soon. The reason? A new power unit. Yep, his engine suffered some damage during practice in Canada, and now the bill has come due. But hold on, Red Bull isn't stupid. They are planning this engine change like a military operation. The idea is to choose the perfect moment to minimize the impact of this penalty. It's like when you choose the best day to skip class and catch up later, you know? And look at how serious it's getting. With Mercedes, Ferrari, and McLaren coming on strong, the choice of circuit to serve this penalty is crucial. They're looking for a track where it's easy to overtake so that Max doesn't get stuck in the middle of the pack. Christian Horner, Red Bull's boss, has already admitted that things are going to get tough from now on. With other teams evolving, the fight will get fiercer. It's like the game level suddenly went up. And there's another detail complicating Red Bull's life. Being the champion, they have less aerodynamic testing time than their rivals. This could affect future car development. It's like having to study for an exam with less time than everyone else. But Verstappen and Horner are confident. They think the team has what it takes to stay competitive. Will Max be able to overcome this penalty and keep the lead? We'll find out soon. Guys, let's talk about the drama unfolding at Red Bull with Sergio Perez. The Mexican is in such a rough patch that the team is scratching their heads. Just imagine, In the last two races, Checo has only managed to score 4 points. That's less than many midfield drivers. Red Bull is starting to get worried, and with good reason. After all, they had renewed Perez's contract for 2 years thinking everything was fine. But now, with this underperformance, the team is looking everywhere for alternatives. It's like hiring a star player for a soccer team and he can't score anymore. And look who's on the list of potential replacements. Carlos Sainz. Yep, the same guy Red Bull let slip to Ferrari. Sainz has shown consistent performance, especially in tough situations. Remember when he won a race right after an appendicitis? The guy is a warrior, but there's more competition. Daniel Ricciardo wants to show he still has fuel in the tank, and young Liam Lawson just tested Red Bull's 2024 car. The competition is fierce. Now, there's one caveat to this whole story. People are worried about potential tension between Verstappen and Sainz if he returns to Red Bull, but the team thinks both have matured since they last raced together. After all, Max already has 3 world titles under his belt, right? The big question is, will Red Bull have the courage to replace Perez mid-season, or will they wait until the end of the year? Now, folks, let's talk about a situation that's got everyone pulling their hair out. The crisis at Aston Martin. It's a real green nightmare unfolding on the track. Just imagine. The team that started 2023 on fire, making us think they were going to fight for the title. They went from 181 points last year to a measly 68 points so far. It's like they've forgotten how to drive a Formula One car. And poor Fernando Alonso? The Spaniard is suffering more than a rodeo rider in the final round. He had 137 points at this stage of the championship last year. Now, only 45. It's heartbreaking, folks. But the worst part is that it seems no one on the team knows what's happening. They tried some crazy updates at the Imola GP, and the result was a disaster. The car became more unstable, so hard to control that even Alonso, with all his experience, is sweating bullets. The situation has become so desperate that they're reverting their updates. It's like they have to unlearn everything they've done this year. In Canada and Silverstone, they were already using old parts to see if the car would drive properly again. But the cherry on top is this. Lawrence Stroll, the team owner, is in talks with Adrian Newey, the genius from Red Bull. Could he be thinking about bringing the aerodynamic wizard to save the ship? Or is it already too late? Aston Martin is at a crossroads, folks. Will they be able to turn things around this year, or is 2024 a lost cause? What a ride through the F1 behind the scenes, huh? We had it all on this emotional roller coaster. Hamilton changing colors, Leclerc optimistic at Ferrari, Verstappen facing penalties, Perez shaking at Red Bull, and Aston Martin, well, being Aston Martin. F1 is more unpredictable than lottery results. That's why we love it, right? Don't miss the upcoming races. Which story will blow up in the coming weeks? Comment below. Give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you next time, Speed fans.